Good morning. This is December the 22nd, 2024, Sunday. We are in BBA first semester compulsory English class, where last week we started reading the essay Loving the Boom, the Blue Collar Millionaire. Right? We were reading paragraphs, and in the previous class we read how Robert Vertuglia started his career by first cleaning the lawns in his neighborhood, and whatever money he earned, for example, $250, he used that money, he invested the money to buy a pickup truck, and he expanded his business. So we read, in the previous class we read, I remember, that if you want to be successful in business, do not look for how much money you get. Look for how much expansion you achieve. Expand your business. And we saw the example, very beautiful example, how he was mowing the lawns of his neighbors using his mother's pickup to carry his tools. He was mowing his neighbor's lawns, and the money he got, $250, he did not save that money, or he did not use that money for personal luxuries. He bought a pickup car with that money. And once he bought the pickup car, he could go to distant places to mow the lawn, so he expanded his business. This is what we read in the previous class. Now, second thing we read, if you remember, what the Laro Cleaning Company did was, for example, here we read that it beat out other bidders and won a contract. What was its policy? Its policy was it would bid very low, so that other competitors could not compete. Now, once it bid very low, the question comes, how did it make profit, or how did it maintain break-even point, or how did it survive? How did it perform? How did it maintain the quality? When you bid very low, you have less money getting. So how do you maintain quality? Then we learned that he would find cheap labor, right? He would find cheap labor at a very low cost. Not only that, he would work very hard. He would clean himself, right? He would himself clean day and night. And using this hard work and finding cheap labor, he will try his best to make profit. That way, he defeated his opponents in business. Look, we read about Laro's hard charging management style, right? That means he pays very less to the workers, he hires cheap laborers, he bids very low, and he performs at a very cheap cost, right? Now, companies like Laro were good news for profit-hungry, publicly held companies. right? How could they make profit? Because their profit was based on, if you realize, exploitation of labor. I know a young boy who works in a wholesale shop. That wholesale shop does a transaction of 1 million a day. Around 700,000 to 1 million. And there is a young boy of 21 who handles that 1 million transactions per day, who calculates everything, who is in charge of that 1 million transaction. And do you know how much the boy gets as a salary? He gets around 1400 rupees as a salary. Look, when the shopkeeper does 1 million transaction, the laborer gets 1400 rupees, 0.001%. That's the story. You too will do the same if you become businessman. Remember what the Michael Ventura said in the essay, someone is stealing your life. He said, if you don't want to be exploited, the option is do your business. Now, if you do your business and want to develop, the only way is exploit others, right? So America developed on the foundation of unimaginable exploitation by treating workers as slaves, as Michael Ventura says in his essay, and as Michael Veneriff shows in this essay. Okay. So this essay is about economic boom as we are reading. And we are reading how this boom was achieved. And we are understanding that this boom was achieved through unimaginable exploitation. Look, Laro, one after another, cuts its rate. It offers cheap service. And companies do not employ other cleaning companies. They employ Laro because nobody can offer as cheap cleaning service as Laro. Right? I gave example last time. I saw Kucho cleaning service on Facebook in Nepal, Kathmandu. I made them call. I said, I need to get my toilets cleaned. How much do you charge? And he said, 3,000 per toilet. I was shocked. I couldn't imagine I'll pay 3,000 cleaning my toilet once only, right? I'll do it myself. Why should I hire them? But there are people who have a lot of money, won't like to clean their toilets, they will hire, right? So, okay. Now, cleaning companies like Laro are good news for public also. Why? Because public finds spaces very clean now. Your airport, couple of years ago, 5 years ago, in the news, people said it's a dirty place. It's never cleaned. About 5 years ago, I heard one new company came, cleaning company came. Took the response. Now see, it's spotlessly clean. Your college is spotlessly clean. Right? So when places are clean, it's good news for public. Right? Okay. Now, there's a mafia. I don't know exactly what mafia is. It's an Italian term, right? But I understand mafia as people using criminal approaches, using torture, using other illegal, unethical means to control things and situation and get profit. They are criminal people. For example, yesterday, I was coming to Kathmandu from, I'll make you understand what is mafia with example. I was coming to Kathmandu from Naranghat, and I arrived at Pulchok around 8 o'clock. I was looking for a bus. There were microbuses, and they said they will take me only to Kalankin, not to bus park. And then I decided to get into highway buses, long route buses. And what I found, there are brokers, mafias, young boys around Chok. And if any buses got us into them, they will stop the bus and they will charge money from the driver. They will say. And I spent 2 hours at Nargad Chowk yesterday. I learned a lot of things, how this mafia is operating. The same is here. There are people who control illegally and they charge money, right? मलाई माइक्रोफोन चढाइदियो भने भाडा मैले तिर्ने 500 रुपैयाँ, त्यो दलालले पाउने 50 रुपैयाँ. एउटा माइक्रोफोन 20 जना चढायो 1000 रुपैयाँ पाइहाल्यो दलालले. उत्तिखेर दलाल कस्तो ड्रगी जस्तो छ, हेर्दा रफ छ, वरिपरि घुम्छ, जाने भने लिएर आउँछ, ल बस्नु भन्छ, ड्राइभरले 50 रुपैयाँ दिनु पर्यो. दिनको एउटा गाडीबाट 1000 रुपैयाँ निकाल्यो उसले, 20 जना यात्रु चढायो भने. कति बेला? आधी घन्टामा, 30 मिनटमा. दिनभरि मैले कति निकाल्छ? 5-6 हजार, 10 हजार निकाल्छ. द्याट्स माफिया. शोषण एक्सप्लोइटेसन कसको हुन्छ? हाम्रो हुन्छ, प्यासेन्जरको, राइट? From Fulton Fish Market, one of the Giuliani's great feats gets rhapsodic about Laro. Why? What Laro did? When Laro arrived, the mafia was kicked out. Right? Okay. Now, Bartuglia became a true hero, as the mayor says, right? He stepped into the breach, but even... Okay. Let's move ahead. About the only people Laro has not been good for. Now, we read, the public is happy with Laro because spaces are clean. But your happiness, the public's happiness, comes at the cost of the tears of the workers. देखिए, cleaners who account for 1,500 of the Laro's 1,800 employees, right, and typically earn 5.80 to 7 an hour. 80s, 7, right, is too low. They are economically worse off than cleaners of a green generation ago. Look, they are being paid less. In 1980s, says Michael Barras of the Service Employees International Union, janitors in big cities, janitors means cleaners, they earned 10. Look, in 1980s, a decade ago, they got $10 per hour. Now, groceries are being more and more expensive. So you have to spend more money to survive every day. But the money you are getting is getting less and less, right? See, an hour, but developers had overbuilt and went hunting ways to slash cost. How? Building owners defied the union. Now look, can I get the attendance? Oh, can you do it? Who is doing it? Oh, you didn't ask me. I forgot. Now, when workers have union, they can raise their voice. They won't be exploited. BBIS. Okay. Can someone help me by going to office and bringing it? Can you help me? Just by the side there's the table and you can replace it and bring it. So what do? They won't allow workers to be in union. I'll give an example. My son was working in Surya, Nepal. A real example to make you understand how this functions. In Surya, Nepal, I found that low laborers are allowed to have union. But managers are not allowed to have union. Then what I found, that the laborers enjoy a lot of luxuries at Surya, Nepal because they have union. केही गरे भने उनीहरू कराइहाल्छ, तोडफोड गर्छ, हडताल गर्छ, बन्द गर्छ. सो लो लेबरले एकदमै लग्जरी लाइफ छ त्यहाँ, काम पनि नगरे नि हुने, हल्ले पनि जे गरे नि हुने, किन उनको युनियन छ. म्यानेजर केही बोल्न नहुने, बोल्यो भने इभ्यालुएसन लो हुने, जागिरी जाने डर हुने, जति दबाए पनि सहेर बस्नुपर्ने. जबकि हेर्दाखेरि त म्यानेजर माथि लो नि, तर व्यवहारमा के देखियो कि managers at Surya, Nepal are treated as slaves. Sorry, I'm on camera, I'm not defaming anyone. I have this experience from my family members. I give example. When you do not allow workers to be in union, you can easily exploit them. You can sack them. When you allow them to be in union, they will raise their voice, right? That's how you don't break the unions, don't let them be organized, pay them less and less. If they say anything, expel them. You read how Michael Ventura says, workers in America are treated as slaves because they have no say. They have no power, no prerogative, no profit. Whatever Michael Ventura says in that essay, someone is stealing your life, is proven here in this essay. Read here. By the mid-80s, the heavily minority workforce was earning minimum wage in many places. Minimum. Take my example. I joined one college at Maiti Devi in 2003, I guess. When I joined that college in 2003, my salary for one class was 7,000 a month, one period. I left that college around 2015 or 16. In 13 years, my salary was not increased. Now imagine the price in the market in 2003 and 15, there is a 200% increase. The market cost increased by 200%, 300%, 400%. Right? But my salary was not increased for 15 years. Why? Why? Because that was a private college and I was not in a union. I was not given an appointment letter. My college could sack me anytime. So I was treated as a slave, as a teacher. Many teachers in Nepal are treated as slave. I give an example of teachers because I'm a teacher. You can find other examples also. How in capitalism, companies exploit people, get work done at cheaper cost and make money. Okay, move ahead. They have never recovered after a decade-long union campaign in Los Angeles dubbed Justice for Janitors. Look, there was a movement, Justice for Janitors. Owners signed a union pact in 1995 for 6.80 an hour. Look here. Have you seen in Nepal? The government says there is minimum salary for laborers. Sarkarle चाहिँ जहिले पनि minimum salary fix गर्छ around 18,000 होला. त्यसको हप्ता दिनभित्र एफएनसीसीआईले नोटिस निकाल्छ. एफएनसीसीआई भनेको त्यो नेपालको चाहिँ त्यो व्यापारीहरूको छाता सङ्गठन. के निकाल्छ नोटिस? सरकारले भनेको मिनिमम तलब दिन सकिँदैन भनेर नोटिस निकाल्छ. See the difference. Do you see the two classes? The bourgeois and the proletariat? The workers are the proletariat, Sarvara. FNCC is the bourgeois, the business class. So business class always wants to exploit the workers. And there is always this conflict going on. Okay, move ahead. So whatever Michael Ventura says, Ventura says in that essay, someone is stealing your life, is proven through this essay by Michael Winnerip. Even in New York City, a union stronghold where members in service workers, locals average 32,000 a year, laborers might has been eroded. Why their power has gone down? Because they are not unionized. So do you see in this essay also you will see the viewpoint is communistic. So the Michael Winnerip sounds more like Michael Ventura. The attitude, the view, this essay is written supporting the workers. Supporting the workers. And this essay is showing how America exploits workers for progress. Membership has fallen from 70,000 to 50,000 in recent years. So more and more laborers are getting out of union. As companies like Laro make inroad. What inroad? What Laro does? We'll read in a while. Laro does a kind of criminal thing. I'll show you. The union used to wreak havoc by striking now. Now the unions also have a problem. Unions are not always good. Remember, I told you. I give example of one company in Nepal. Tolo laborers चाहिँ union छ. उनीहरूलाई चाहिँ माथिल्लो म्यानेजरले काम गराउनु पर्छ. केही भने भोलिपल्ट चाहिँ हडताल गर्छ, केही गर्छ. कांग्रेसको छ, एमालेको छ, माओवादीको छ, हैन? अनि वो चाहिँ म्यानेजरले चाहिँ अमला नि गर्दैन सक्छ, नि गर्न सक्छ. राइट? गोरखकाल टायर किन बन्द भयो? नेपालका उद्योग किन बन्द भए? कम्युनिस्टहरूले त्यहाँ काम गर्ने मान्छेलाई युनियनमा आबद्ध गराएर चाहिँदा नचाहिँदा माग उठाउन लगाएर बन्द गराएको। म अन क्यामेरा भन्दैछु, नेपालका उद्योगहरू थला पर्नमा, बन्द हुनुमा नेपालका तथाकथित कम्युनिस्टहरूको ठुलो योगदान छ, राइट? अब किन त्यस्तो गरे आई डोन्ट नो। The union used to wreak havoc by now striking, walkout, right? Now what happened? Now look what Laro did. I told you, whenever there was a strike, whenever there was walkout, companies like Laro will keep waiting out and they will say, okay, are they on a strike? Are they on walkout? Okay, we will send you cheaper workers, sack them. Now companies started sacking permanent workers and hiring temporary workers. See the policy of business. When you have permanent worker, you have to pay them other facilities, perks. You have to pay more money because they have worked longer time. Sack permanent workers, sack long-time workers, and hire temporary workers. Don't give them appointment, don't give them a chance to be in union, and pay them less because they have no voice. See, whatever Michael Ventura says in that essay, someone is stealing your life is clearly proven here. Okay. And other cleaners provided 15,000 replacements workers. That strike was good, said Bartuglia. We picked up 2 new buildings out of that. I hope they strike again. Oh God, do you see this cutthroat competition? Companies like Laro waited outside for a chance for them to go on a strike. The moment there was a strike, they will say, okay, sack them, we will send other cheaper workers. Right? I'll speak Nepali because I want to give you real life examples to make these points understand. What college ma padhaunte? It will take 1 minute. It make you understand this point. 12 बजेतिर रिसेप्सन फोन गरेर चाहिँ 2 जना टिचरलाई तपाईहरु भोलिदेखि नआउनु होला भनेर फोन गर्नुभएको छ कोही टिचरलाई। अब टिचर पढाएर गएको छ फोन गरेर नआउनु होला भनेर। अनि त्यो 2 जना टिचरहरूले चाहिँ माओवादीको मान्छेलाई सम्पर्क गर्नुभएको छ हामीले यस्तो गर्यो भनेर। माओवादीको मानिसहरूले भोलिपल्ट आएर कलेजमा ताला लगाइदिनु भयो, गेटमै ताला लगाइदिनु भयो। अब बल्ल कलेजले होस आयो, बेलुका राति मिटिङ बस्यो, 2-3 दिन मिटिङ बस्यो। अनि टुङ्गियो कहाँ भन्दाखेरि त्यो निकालेको टिचरलाई चाहिँ 1 सेमेस्टर भरि पढाएको जुन तलब हुनुपर्ने हो नि त्यो पनि दिनुपर्छ भन्यो। अनि कलेजले केही लाख रुपैयाँ खर्च गर्यो, टिचरलाई दियो, नपढाइकिनै दियो, अनि सल्ट्यो, अनि ताला खोल्यो। किन एक्जाम्पल मैले यो दिएँ? I give you example about union and all that, how union creates problems, for example दिएँ मैले, right? No bad. Bartuglia went head to head over the bus terminal contract. Look, going head to head means getting the contract at any cost. Getting the contract at any cost. चाहे गुन्डा गर्दै गर्न किन परोस्। Have you seen नेपालमा चाहिँ ठेक्का कसरी लाग्छ थाहा छ तपाईलाई? ठेक्का नेपालमा पुरै गुन्डा गर्दै लाग्छ। ठेकेदारले गुन्डा पाल्नु पर्छ। त्यो गुन्डाले मान्छे नि मार्छन्, काट्छन्, तलवार खुकुरी सबै चलाउँछन्। अपोनेन्टलाई त्यहाँसम्म पुग्नै दिँदैनन्। Right? So business is done through crime. Business is done through deception. Business is done through illegal, immoral means of exploitation. Business is not honest. Money making is not honest. Okay. Contract with the legendary president of New York Service Workers, Gus Bebona, the city's highest paid union leader with a salary of more than 400,000. In January 1996, Laro took over the terminal. Look here. Planning to cut the workforce 30%. Union cleaners put on new Laro uniforms. Look here. And on the 3rd day, staged a surprise early morning walkout. Bartuglia was ready. A union guy inside tipped. See this policy. How business is done. Look how cruel business is. What Bartuglia did? Bartuglia paid money to get insider information from the company. And when the union cleaners decided to do a strike, walkout, one of them, who was paid money to leak out information, he made a phone call to Bartuglia and said, "Aba aaj hartal hunदैछ है." And what Bartuglia did, at 4 a.m. I got beeped. He had interviewed 400 replacement workers. Oh God. He had 400 workers ready to replace the striking workers. This is what is happening. Do you see? यस्तो हेर्नुस् कस्तो अमानवीय काम छ. हडताल गर्नेहरूलाई सिद्ध्याउनलाई यता रेडी बनाएर राख्ने, निकाल्दै अर्को मान्छे आउँछ. Look here. And had their phone numbers by 4:30 a.m. The secretaries were at their desks in Bayshore. The girls in the office made the phone calls, says Bartuglia. By 9, we were up and running. The bus terminal is now a non-union job. Since 1996, 2 pickets. Picket is you stand at the gate and you do a strike. Holding signs saying Laro is unfair, have stood daily outside the 8th Avenue entrance, is squeezed between a police barricade and a wall in Visa. So do you see? When workers raise their voice, when workers no when workers raise their voice, what does company do? Company brings police force. Look how business is done. The government supports the business people, not the workers. तपाईं नेपालमा पोलिसी हेर्नुस्, नेपालको सरकारले कस्तो कानुन बनाउँछ? व्यापारीलाई फाइदा हुने कानुन बनाउँछ, किसानलाई बेफाइदा हुने कानुन बनाउँछ, व्यापारीलाई फाइदा हुने कानुन बनाउँछ, लेबररलाई बेफाइदा हुने कानुन बनाउँछ. समाजवादी सरकार भन्छ नि, कम्युनिस्टहरूको सरकारले सबैभन्दा बढी व्यापारीलाई पोस्छ. नभए तपाईं डेली पोलिसी हेर्दै जानुहोस् न्युजपेपरहरूमा, कानुन हेर्नुहोस्. कार्ल मार्क्सले भनेको कम्युनिस्ट म्यानिफेस्टोमा, पुँजीवादमा सरकार भनेको व्यापारीहरूको दैनिक कार्य सञ्चालन गर्न बनाइने एउटा कमिटी हो. यसले सर्वहारा वर्गलाई केही पनि राम्रो गर्दैन. Marx said about 150 years before. Holding signs. So look, I give example. How business is done. If you want to succeed in business, apply Sam, Dam, Danda, Bhed. Look here. This is Sam, Dam, Danda, Bhed. Look. Sam. पैसा दिएर चाहिँ इन्फर्मेसन लिक गराउने, हडताल हुँदैछ पहिले थाहा पाउने, 400 जना रेडी राख्ने, हडताल भयो मान्छे पठाइदिने, ल जा उनीलाई निकाल्देऊ. साम, दाम थोरै पे गर्ने, करायो भने निकाल्दिने, दण्ड प्रहरी लिएर आउने, पुलिसलाई कुट्न लगाउने, भेद जासुसी गर्ने. So if you want to be successful in business in future, please understand, you should be very good at साम सम्झाउने, दाम घुस खुवाउने, दण्ड तर्साउने, भेद छलकपट गर्ने. Business is done through Sam, Dam, Danda, Bhed, as this essay shows. Right? This is anti-capitalism essay. This is an essay that has communistic ideology. And while teaching the essay, I'm assuming I am a communist ideologue. I'm assuming I'm a follower of communism and speaking accordingly. This last year, says Bartuglia, more companies are demanding contract reopeners that reduce cleaning rates. Everyone is making money, but they want to make more, he says. Look, everyone making money and they want to make more. You read Michael Ventura in the essay, someone is stealing your life. In one point, Ventura said, money is the ultimate standard in America. Remember? Michael Ventura in this essay says, Money is ultimate standard in America. And Winnie here proves that. They want to make more. He says, Bell Atlantic brought us last September at 165 locations. They have asked for 2 reductions since. Look, companies ask, reduce the price, reduce the price. Profit margins are thin. Your cost is 9 rupees out of 10. You make only 1 rupee profit. Bartuglia says, from Laro's $50 million in revenue. Oh God, now he makes 50 million revenue. He expects a profit of 1.5%. Oh God. Look at the margin. So what do you learn? If you want to be successful in business, have minimum profit margin. But get more bids, get more contracts. Idea हेर्नुस् त प्रॉफिट 1% राख्ने तर कन्ट्र्याक्ट बढी ल्याउने के कन्ट्र्याक्ट कसरी लिने साम दाम दण्ड भेद गरेर expand your business. Wonderful idea, right? Expand the business and have minimum profit margin. If you have 1.5% profit margin, nobody can compete with you, right? एउटा पसल थियो नर्देईमा हर्बल मेडिसिनको पसल थियो मैले चिनेको मान्छेको निकै राम्रो चलेको थियो अचानक साइडमा चाहिँ एउटा मारवाडीले त्यही पसल खोलिदियो नर्देईमा सयौं चाहिँ के फरक पर्छ भन्ने भयो तर मारवाडीले के गरिदियो भने खोलेपछि सबै औषधि लसमा बेच्यो कि घाटा खाएर किन त्यो साइडको चाहिँ नन मारवाडीको पसल डुबाउनलाई अनि त्यो यताको नन मारवाडी बिचारा 1 वर्षसम्म नबिकेपछि उठ्यो त्यहाँबाट उठेपछि मारवाडीले त्यो सटर पनि लिदियो दुवै लियो अब के गर्यो अब डबल ट्रिपलमा बेच्न थाल्यो किनकि उसलाई कम्पिटिटर त हटायो नि त्यहाँबाट द्याट्स साम दाम दण्ड भेद इन बिजनेस राइट देयर इज नो मोरालिटी इन बिजनेस देयर इज नो एथिक्स इन बिजनेस द ओन्ली एथिक इज मेक मनी हाउएभर यू क्यान Some days Vaca, Lau Vaca, the manager, Bartuglia's manager. Now, this character, he is a true proletariat. He is a true laborer in the story. He is a true slave. The slave that Michael Ventura talks about in they say someone is stealing your life is Vaca. And you read now his story, very carefully you will see. You will feel very kind and pity about him. I'll show you how he is treated as a slave. Vaca is representative of all American workers. Through Vaca, you will know the situation of American workers. Some days Vaca feels as if his head is caught in a mop wringer. Look. My head is caught in a mop wringer. Laro sells force works on commission and bids low to win jobs, then Vaca must figure out ways to squeeze the cleaners. Oh God. So Vaca, Bartuglia says to Vaca, ल 1% margin में ठेक्का आछ अब त्यो काम गर्ने मान्छेलाई निचोर्नु पर्छ कागज निचोर्नु पर्छ भने त्यो भने के हो थोरै पैसा दिएर बढी काम गराउने एक्जाम्पल में दिइहाल्छु भर्खरै सूर्य नेपाल जस्तो कम्पनीले बिहान 9 बजे बोलाउँथ्यो छोरालाई एन्ट्री टाइम 5 बजे सकिन्थ्यो अफिस 5 बजे जान पाउनु पर्थ्यो जान दिँदैन्थ्यो र कहिलेकाहीँ त सधैँ होइन कहिलेकाहीँ त छोरा राति 2 बजे आउँथ्यो फर्केर मैले गाली गर्थेँ कस्तो ड्युटी हो भन्दा उले के भन्थ्यो प्राइभेट संस्था भयो यस्तै छ 4 बजे काम गरेर छोड्दियो दैट इज स्क्विजिङ पैसा कतिसम्म दिएछ 9 to 5 को काम कति गरायो 5 बजेपछि राति 2 बजेसम्म बसेर काम गरायो त्यसको ओटी आउँछ आउँदैन पैसा आउँछ आउँदैन केही पनि आउँदैन फेरि त्यति काम गरायो खाना दियो दिएन नास्ता दियो दिएन बसेर काम गरायो लाइभ एक्जाम्पल अन क्यामेरा भन्दैछु सूर्य नेपाल नेपालको हाईएस्ट ट्याक्स पेइङ कम्पनी हो त हाईएस्ट ट्याक्स पेइङ कसरी भयो त यस्तो शोषण गरेर भयो कसरी आफू कहाँ काम गर्ने मान्छेलाई एज अ स्लेभ ट्रिट गरेर भयो व्यापार भनेकै शोषण गर्ने हो राइट जस्तो माइकल भेन्चुराले भने टु सिरियस राइट It's unimaginable. Look here. When Laro was taking jobs from union workers, look, it was easy to reduce labor cost. But these days, bidding against other non-union companies or replacing low-paid in-house crews at retail stores, it's like wringing blood from stone. Oh God, see this sentence. America became America by wringing blood from the laborers. यस्तो यसो पढ्दा पुरा तपाईँलाई कम्युनिजम आउँछ कि भित्रबाट हैन आगो आउँछ नि माओवादी भएर पढ्नुपर्छ यसै बुझ्न के भएर पढ्नुपर्छ माओइस्ट भएर पढ्नुपर्छ कम्युनिस्ट भएर पढ्नुपर्छ अनि बल्ल बढी बुझिन्छ यसै So I am impersonating. I am a Maoist, I am a communist, I am a socialist, and teaching the essay. Wringing blood from a stone, wringing blood from the workers. One morning, Baka raced into a Walmart to drop off a bid to replace the in-house crew. How does Laro clean Walmart cheaper than Walmart? Laro can clean your house cheaper than you would clean it. How? Read here. How? I will get as many part-timers as I can. Look, there is a phrase among Nepalese people in Canada and America, Australia. Ghanta anne. के गर्नुहुन्छ अमेरिकामा घण्टा हान्ने हो अस्ट्रेलिया घण्टा हान्ने दिस घण्टा हान्ने इज भेरी पपुलर घण्टा हान्ने मिन्स यसो जाने टक्क कार थिच्ने रेस्टुरेन्टमा पस्ने टक्क भाँडा माझ्ने 1 घण्टा सफा गर्ने 1 घण्टा भयो $10 लिने पाउरोटी किन्ने खाने कहाँ गएर सुत्ने सुत्यो फेरि घण्टा हान्ने द्याट घण्टा हान्ने फ्रेज इज अबाउट पार्ट टाइम वर्कर्स राइट नेपालमा के भन्छ टिचरलाई होच्याउनलाई हेलमेट टिचर भन्छ यहाँ पढाउँछ अनि कहाँ जान्छ नि त हेलमेट चढेर बाइकमा अनि हेलमेट टिचर भन्छ राइट कति होच्याइ गर्ने एक ठाउँमै टन्न पैसा दिनु कहीँ जान्छ जाँदैन नि पैसा कम्ती नै दौडिरहेको छ टिचर नभए किन दौडिन्छ राइट घण्टा हान्ने स्टोरी लुक हियर how can you clean cheaper than anybody? Finding part-timers. Because to part-timers, you don't have to give other facilities. Full-timer छ बिदा दिनु पर्यो फुल-टाइमर छ इन्स्योरेन्स दिनु पर्यो फुल-टाइमर छ अरू सुविधा दिनु पर्यो पार्ट-टाइमर टक्क आउँछ $2 लान्छ काम गर्छ जान्छ राइट सी एक्सप्लोइटेसन many of you will do the same thing I don't know if it's true or not right okay no benefits no vacation no holiday get part-time job workers and run the company as cheap as nobody can. This is unimaginable story. Every year I teach, I feel very emotional. There are places where you cannot skimp. Laro was hired by Schiphol, a Dutch company, to clean Kennedy Airport's international terminal. Schiphol has an office on the terminal's 2nd floor. Laro assigned its best janitor, Nelson. Now look, this is another slave. This is another slave. Baka was first slave you read about. Now look about janitor, and you will see. You won't think about going to America. You will cancel your idea of going to America once you read this. Read here. Nelson Cardona, a Colombian immigrant. Hire illegal immigrants. Because they are illegal, they have to work under cover, so they will work for any cheap price. काम गर्न पाउँछ अमेरिका छिरिया छ कोलम्बियाबाट मेक्सिकोबाट छिरिया छ भर्खरै मेरो एकजना चिनेको मान्छे गाउँको मान्छे 2 महिना अगाडि एउटा पुग्यो मेक्सिकोबाट छिर्यो अर्को भर्खर छिर्दै छ अझ पुगिसकेको छैन अस्ति गाउँ गएको थियो अनि कुरा गरे अनि उसको फादरले भन्नुभयो 2 लाख पठाए जस्तो भर्खर भन्नुभयो दलालले कहाँ माग्छ अब 8 महिना भयो हिँडेको अमेरिका पस्नलाई अझै 2 दिन 3 महिना लाग्छ रे कहाँबाट जंगल हिँड्दै जाने हो अब त्यस्तो मान्छे अमेरिका छिरेपछि immigrant workers they don't know language they don't know they have fear पुलिसले समात्छ लुकेर काम गर्नु पर्यो so they will work the cheapest पढ्नु न अस्ति हेर्ने कथामा त्यो प्रकाशको कथा त्यो हिमालमा चाहिँ एउटा कहाँको प्रकाश तामाङ भन्ने चाहिँ यहाँ गलैँचा कारखानाबाट 10 वर्षको उमेरमा चाहिँ बरा लिएर हिँडेर अरू कसैले काम लाइन्छ भनेर हिमालमा लगेर चौरी पालेर बसेर 32 वर्ष 35 वर्ष बिताएको पढ्नु भएन प्रकाश हेर्ने कथा पढ्नुभएको थियो नि अनि त्यत्रो वर्ष बस्दा साउले के दियो भन्दा एउटा ज्याकेट दियो केही खाना दियो केही दिनु पढ्नुभएको थिएन प्रकाश इज अ स्लेभ त्यो साहुजी जो गर्नुभयो अब कथा या नबोलाउ क्यामेरा छु म होइन विभिन्न कुरा पनि आए तर त्यस्तो गर्नु हुँदैन थियो नि त उसलाई पढाइदिनु पर्थ्यो उसलाई तलब दिनु पर्थ्यो होइन उसको नाममा पैसा जम्मा गरिदिनु पर्थ्यो राइट टु स्पेन्ड हिज एन्टायर 8 hours shift in the second floor men's room look 8 hours work longer this is the bathroom Schiphol executives use said Mike Conlon Laro's Kennedy manager another slave in a private company even the CEO is a higher slave. Who is not slave? The founders, the shareholders, they are the master. Otherwise, in a private company, everybody is slave. That's the argument they're making. Laro's Kennedy manager, a strategic location. You should hear them rave about this bathroom. They love Nelson. Why? Look, they love the slave. Why? He owns this bathroom. Indeed, I saw something I had never seen in a restroom when I walked in. Cardona, dressed in Laro blue, was sponge mopping the walls. Who is Cardona? Yes. गुणा टेकेर बाथरूम सफा गर्ने कि गुणा टेकेर अनि घोटेर बसिहाल्छ टोयलेट घिन लाग्न हो फोहोर हुन्छ त्यहाँ त पुरा गुणा जसरी किन चम्काउने हाकिमले भनेको छ लुक हाउ डज द स्लेभ वर्क दिस इज हाउ द स्लेभ वर्क्स when Cardona who speaks little English look here Cardona doesn't speak English see that hire those workers who can't speak English because they can't protest they have a language barrier एउटा एसे छ बहुत राम्रो तपाईँ किताबमा छ त्यो यो किताबमा तपाईले कुनै दिन दिउँसो आधा घण्टा लाग्छ पढ्नुस् हाफ एन आवर लाग्छ तपाईले यो एसे बढी बुझ्नुहुन्छ यो राम्ररी बुझ्नुहुन्छ Los Pobres by Richard Rodriguez it's a wonderful essay where Richard Rodriguez describes how immigrants are exploited in America Los Pobres means the poor because Richard Rodriguez was a Mexican immigrant son he did PhD he was a worker he did PhD he has written books okay when Cardona who speaks little English is asked how I refer that essay because in that essay Richard Rodriguez describes how language causes exploitation how he likes Laro he says better than the previous cleaner they paid me $580 now I make $7 oh God 10 years before they used to get $10 now look this slave is happy Cardona is happy why because he is getting $2 more still is exploited even exploited they are happy look Laro's Conlon added when we saw how good Nelson was we upped him to the top rate didn't want to lose him this was the top rate oh God this was the top rate 10 वर्ष अगाडि the rate was $10 10 वर्ष अगाडि अहिले हुनु पर्ने $20 हो $30 हो per hour he is paid $7 that's a top rate see the exploitation after getting the Kennedy contract last year Bartuglia wanted to show some gratitude to his new cleaner at Thanksgiving he sent a truck full of turkeys to the airport. We have made a couple of bucks, no question about it, Bartuglia says. A lot of these guys work for $5, $6 an hour. To get a 20-pound turkey from the boss is something special. Another trick. एकदमै शोषण गर्नुस् वर्करलाई दास बनाएर राख्नुस्, बेला बेला गुलियो खुवाउँदै गर्नुस्, बेला बेला के खुवाउनुस्, चक्लेट पनि दिनुस् के, उसको एक्सप्लोइटेसन बिर्सिन्छ। मेरो बसले मलाई कति माया गर्छ, आज चक्लेट दियो भन्छ, अनि 1 महिनासम्म शोषण गरेरले बिर्सिन्छ, उसैमा रमाउँछ, थाहा पाउँदैन। कस्तो स्टोरी छ हेर्नुहोस् त। हाउ मनी इज मेड, हाउ मनी कम्स इन अमेरिका। Look how money is made in America. How capitalism makes money. Oh God, यो पढ्दा त मलाई कस्तो आँखाबाट आउँछ होला जस्तो लाग्ने कि शोषण गर्ने एकदमै दास बनाएर राख्ने, अनि बेला बेला चाहिँ ललिपप खुवाइराख्ने, एउटा टर्की दिने थ्याङ्क्सगिभिङमा, एउटा टर्की दिने, राइट। तपाईँले पनि गर्ने त्यही बेला भने कि गर्नुहुन्छ यस्तो, गर्नुहुन्छ यस्तो, बोल्नु भएन, थाहा छैन। आर्गुमेन्ट के हो, यस्तो नगरी व्यापारमा सफलता हुँदैन। That's the argument. Not that special. Turnover does not stop. Every day we lose people. Vaca says people leave for a quarter here, a nickel there. We have a lot. We have a lot take job picking crops on farms. They get food, bed, and 7.5. So workers keep leaving and they keep coming. When I started in the early 80s, says Vaca, we got white males to work, Americans. Guys you could converse with, Americans, or whatever you call white guys. Now you can't speak to these guys. They don't speak English because they are immigrant workers. They are immigrant workers. Last winter, at a building service contractors convention in Cancun, Mexico, a buyout specialist from Consolidation Capital pitched Bertuglia over drinks. I was tempted for a minute, says Bertuglia. Laro's sole owner who says he had net 20 million by selling. What I'm going to do? I'm 42. I will go nuts if I retire. Bertuglia, look, as 42 years, 20 million, and his workers even don't have $20. Bertuglia has eased up the last few years. He sees his children more to have jobs at Laro, as does his father, who had been a school bus driver and handyman. The family has Sunday dinners at the condo Bertuglia bought his parents. Winter weekends, Bertuglia has 30-year-old fiancé, and his children caravan to his Vermont ski house. He has taken up golf. One recent Monday, he skipped work to play in a Lions Club charity. See the struggle. He quit all personal luxuries to succeed in business. Gave less time to wife, gave less time to family. But you will read that he got divorced from his wife. Right? It is the 35-year-old Vaca. Now this is the slave. Compare Bertuglia and Vaca. Compare Bertuglia and Nelson. Because Vaca, Nelson, Conlon, all are slaves here at Laro. Bertuglia is the master. It is the 35-year-old Vaca, the vice president, who is living the 24/7 life. Now look, the slave. You read in that essay, someone is stealing your life. In many ways, Vaca is a junior Bertuglia. Vaca also barely made it through high school and started cleaning at 15. He admires Bertuglia. He made him the godfather of his firstborn. It means a lot when Robert recognizes something at, oh God, das banakyo. Das kelai bhancha? Das kelai bhancha? मालिकले एउटा स्माइल गरिदिए पनि खुसी हुने, आहा आज मेरो मालिक हाँसी बक्सियो। दास कसलाई भन्छ? मालिकले एक गाँस केही खानेकुरा यसो फालिदियो भने आहा खुसी हुने, कुकुरलाई दिए जस्तो, त्यसलाई दास भन्छ। यहाँ हेर्नुहोस् भाका, छोराको गडफादर बनायो मालिकलाई दास। See, Vaca said last year Bertuglia promoted him. This is how. Oh, प्राइभेट कम्पनीमा जति प्रमोट गरे पनि यु बिकम अ सिनियर स्लेभ. You were junior slave, now you are senior slave. You are the senior most slave, but you are slave. Whatever your level, you are slave. Baka said last year, I never thought I would be a vice president. Baka said, I am not really book smart. Baka moved from a blue collar valley stream neighborhood to a house twice the size. I'll link a story. ठ्याक्कै भाकासँग जोडिदिन्छु ल. My son, he said, I'll resign Surya Nepal. अनि कम्पनीले के गर्न थाले थाहा छ? तुरुन्तै अगाडि चाहिँ 2 वर्षसम्म प्रमोसन दिएको थिएन. प्रमोसन पाउँछ भनेर ग्रेड लो गरिरहेको थियो. कम्पनी छोड्छु भनेपछि तुरुन्तै प्रमोसन अफर गर्यो. ठ्याक्कै त्यही. त्यो ललिपप फालिराख्ने के. तपाईको दास अलि अवेयर भयो भने उलाई चाहिँ ललिपप मिठाई खुवाइराख्ने. छोडिदियो उले, प्रमोसन पनि मानेन. बिकज ही सेड, आई आस्क्ड हिम, यत्रो राम्रो कम्पनी छ, 1 लाखभन्दा प्लस तलब छ, बोनस छ, किन बस्न मलाई भन्दाखेरि यहाँ फ्युचर छैन भन्यो. यहाँ पैसा अहिले होला, फ्युचर छैन भन्यो. नेपालको हाइएस्ट ट्याक्स पेइङ कम्पनीको कथा. आई एम कम्पेयरिङ सूर्य नेपाल विथ लारो. On what basis? Both Surya Nepal and Laro developed by treating their workers as slaves. I never thought I would be a BP. Baka said, I'm not really book smart. Baka moved from a blue collar valley stream. Okay. It's more of an upper class people. Look, when he was made BP, he said, the vice presidency is different from what Baka expected. I envisioned, now look, he was made a vice president and he thought my life will be better now. And look what happened. When you become a senior slave, your life becomes hell. I envisioned a BP looks over reports and sits on top of the podium and no one sees him. Truth is, now Baka is 24/7 52 slave. पहिला त VP नहुँदै कहिलेकाहीँ बिदा नै पाइन्थ्यो. अब VP बनाएपछि बिदै नपाउने भयो के. He cannot even take a vacation. Robert would let me have a week. I don't have time. Since the promotion, his family income has actually decreased. Why? Because he can't go home. So his wife had to quit the job to look after children. Look, see the irony. He was promoted and his family income went low. The job is so demanding that his wife gave up manager's position at a bank and took a part-time job to be with the 2 preschoolers more. Hopefully, I'll get some increase. See, दास केलाई भन्छ? अधिकारले लड्न नसक्ने आशा गर्ने. मालिकले दिसेला नि मलाई अर्को वर्ष त केही भनेर आशा गरे. That is दास. यसो नगर्ने, मुड्की नबजार्ने, सङ्घर्ष नगर्ने दास. दिएर खाउँला. Or incentives. Baka said, I have never asked Robert for a raise. Look, this is slavery. You have no courage to look into the eyes of the boss. दास केलाई भन्छ? मालिकको आँखामा हेर्न नसक्ने. दास केलाई भन्छ? मालिकसँग बोल्न नसक्ने. दास केलाई भन्छ? आफ्नो अधिकारबारे सचेत छैन. दास केलाई भन्छ? शोषण विरुद्ध बोल्न नसक्ने. Baka is a slave. Described by Michael Ventura. And they say, someone is stealing your life. Thank you. I saw you listen.